Hello, happy Monday everybody. So I'm just gonna wait a bit so people can join me. Hello, one person. Perfect, so I'm gonna start by reading the consentment for this class. So in response to COVID-19, PSP is offering virtual fitness to Canadian Armed Forces members by using social media platforms. The virtual fitness classes tailored to Canadian Armed Forces personnel become accessible to all participants who are not Canadian Armed Forces members, recognize and acknowledge that their age, health, status, and physical fitness level are unknown, and it is entirely up to each individual to assess their ability to participate in this class. Since it is preferable to consult your physician before beginning any exercise program, we invite all participants who are not Canadian Armed Forces members to consult the Get Active Questionnaire of the Canadian Society of Exercise Physiology and its reference document. If you experience any pain or difficulty during the exercise presented in this video, it is recommended that you stop and consult a healthcare provider. If CAF members sustain an injury during this video, please remember to fill out a CF98. So that being said, for today it's a leg and core workout. You're gonna need a yoga mat for sure, or a thicker mat like me, but the yoga mat will work very well. Also, if you have any light dumbbell or bands, that's optional, you can use them. And also if you have maybe two books that would be the same dimension, so same thickness, that would be ideal, 1 or 2 inches. So depending on your mobility, you may need it or you may not need it. Okay, so I invite you during this workout to put your own music. So I'm not putting some just to make sure that the sound is good for you. That's it. So I'm gonna get ready for the warm-up. Perfect, so my name is Jessie Thibeault, I forgot this part. I work at the CFB Halifax. And so for the warm-up, we're gonna start with more basic move, but the goal of this training, I want you to have a little challenge with the technicality of the exercise. So we're gonna perform only one exercise at a time for a duration of 1 or 2 minutes, depending on the complexity of the exercise. Okay? So we're going to start on our yoga mat. So on the yoga mat, we're going to start with the basic plank. So holding your hands together, pressing down in the elbow, feet together, squeezing the leg, and slowly I'm going to press one elbow into the floor to release one hand and go into a side plank. We're going to do 2 switch. Come back slowly in control. Other side. Stabilize and lift your hand. Come back to center one more time each side. And push. Make sure your abs stay engaged and you're not rotating your hips. Perfect. And come back. Good job. Knees down. Second exercise that we're going to do is to warm up our squat. So choose a stand that works for you. For me, it's pretty wide. So I'm going to go into my full squat. I'm going to have my hands touching the floor. If you're not touching the floor, you can have something to put your hands on. So here I'm pushing my knees out, rounding my spine. bit here. And straight spine, push the knees out. Try to go a bit lower each time with the hips. And exhale, push out. Inhale. Exhale, push out. One last time. Inhale. And exhale. Perfect. Maybe move a bit side to side here. Push your chest forward. Perfect. And get out of the position. Perfect. Next one, we're going to stretch a bit the hamstring. So I'm going to place my hand just a bit above my knees. Straight back here to start. My knees are in extension. So I'm going to push my glute bone out and round here. Okay, so I'm moving my pelvis. I'm supposed to feel the stretch when my bum are pointing up. And engage the core, relax the hamstring. Perfect. Try to see if you can slide a bit your hands down as you do it to have a better stretch when you do the retroversion. Continue to move in the pose. One last round and arch. Perfect. And come back. Good. Next one, we're going to do basic lunges. So both feet together, step forward, big step. This knee go all the way down on the floor and push back. For 5 per side. 2, 3, 4, 5, half done. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Done for this one. And last one for the warm-up. So I'm going to be standing. I want to lift my elbow to have a nice 90-degree angle at my elbow. I want to keep my shoulder down, so I don't want to raise my shoulder. So here. So I try to go the more I can in internal rotation. So I'm pushing my palm back here. External rotation, the more I can. Try to keep your elbow at the same height. And extend. So here, I want you to keep your ribs in when you do this movement. Ribs in, come back. External rotation. Internal rotation. We have 1 rep, let's do 3. External rotation, the more you can. Ribs in, extend. External, internal, last one. External, ribs in, extend, external, and internal. Relax. Good job. Perfect. So we're going to start with the first exercise I want you to do. So first one is going to be a plank on your hands. Depending of your mobility, you can have your hands on dumbbell or on a book or on the handstand block if you have some. Just if you elevate your hands, it's going to be easier to do. Okay? But it can be also on the floor. So I'm going to demo it on the floor. So in a plank, I'm pressing the more I can in my hands. And I want to do a high knee and step the farther I can between my hands. Okay? So I'm taking my time here. I'm pressing hard my foot into the floor, round the back, raise the hand, come back, press, high knee, raise. Okay? So basically you have a pose in your plank. So we're gonna go for 2 minutes for this one. I really want you to take your time to do your armées first. Press down into the floor, relax the upper body, the arms, and keep your core engaged. Okay, so be ready for this one for 2 minutes. Take your time. Think of the technique. 3, 2, 1, go. Don't forget that if it's hard for you to bring your foot forward, elevate your hands a bit. Make sure you keep the pressure in the floor with your hand. Make sure you engage the front leg, hamstring, and the glute. Keep going, take your time. 45 seconds up. Find your own rhythm. If your upper body gets tired a bit, you can spend a bit more time. Weight on your front leg. Less than half. Second left. Seconds. Make sure you bring that leg the higher you can. 10 seconds. Almost done. Go, go, go. And done. Good job. Good. Second one. So your rest is going to be when I explain the other exercise. If you want to keep water close to you, to drink water at the same time. So for the next one, you're going to find your stand for your squat. So for me, the closer my feet can be and I can have my hip low, it's this stand. I need to have my toes a bit out. So find what is comfortable for you to go low into a squat. When you find that, keep that stand. And we're gonna hinge first, straight back here. My hands are gonna be on my shoulder. When I reach a point that I can feel the stretch in my hamstring, slowly I'm gonna bend my knee and lower my hips to go into my squat. So make sure that you have a straight back all the time. So, and after I'm just gonna stand as I did. So I'm just gonna demo it again. So hinge, squat, and up. If you wanna make it more difficult, you can have a dumbbell that I'm gonna keep super close with me. So hinge, down, and up. For 2 minutes this one, okay? So be ready in 3, 2, 1, go. Hinge first, down into squat, and up. Make sure, I forgot this, make sure you keep the dumbbell super close of your chest. If you're using a dumbbell, think of the movement, don't try to go too fast. Make sure that you do everything at the right moment. Hinge first, bend the knee, the shoulder go back and up. hinge first, and then squat. What's interesting with those exercises, you always have to be aware of what you do. You don't want to do any mistakes. You need to think. Try to go as low as you can in your squat, keeping a straight spine. Keep your heels on the floor, always. Push your knee out in the squat. Almost done. Starting to feel it in my lower back. And done. Good job. Perfect. So it's going to be a good challenge because the other one, it's a lot of lower back. So what we're going to do for the other one, because I know it's not an easy one, we're going to do 2 times 1 minute to complete the 2 minutes. So to make the exercise more difficult or less difficult, it's going to be with the angle of the torso. So if you have a 45-degree, it's going to be easier than if you have an horizontal back. So the arm movement I want you to do is a bit like I asked you to do in the warm-up. So I'm starting my hands down, and I want to pull first, elbow first, ear external rotation, and extend. Come back, external rotation, internal, and down. So this movement back and forth for a minute, and we're going to do 2 times. Make sure you adjust your back so you can finish each minute. So be ready. In 3, 2, 1, go. You can have a slight bend in your knee. Straight back, external rotation, straight arm, back, extend. Pull up the elbow, externally rotate, straight. Elbow back, internal rotation, and down. I've done for the first minute. Maybe if you can hinge a bit more, do it. Make sure you open here the more you can your shoulder. Keep going, almost done. And rest. Good job. A few seconds of rest, and we're going to do the same thing another minute. If you want to drink some water, that's the moment. Be ready in 10. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Second time. Make sure here you pull the elbow first, hands up, extend your arm, ribs in. Think of doing exactly the same movement with both hands at the same time, both arms at the same time. And done. Good job. Fourth one. Okay, so the next one is gonna be a combination with a lunge. So I'm gonna show it first. So I'm stepping back to do my lunge, so make sure you have space behind you. So step back, lunge. Eye knee touch with the opposite arm and try to touch your toes. Come back into a back lunge, tap, tap. If you're not able to touch your toes, try to reach the farther you can by extending your leg and maybe touching the inside of your calf. Okay? So for this one, we're going to do 1 minute for one side and 1 minute for the other side. So we're going to do always the same lunge. Okay? So be ready. So we're going to start with the lunge using the right leg. So back with the right leg for the first minute. In 3, 2, 1, go. Lunge. Eye knee straight leg. Lunge. Eye knee straight. Find your balance. Keep going. Half done. Keep going, lift that leg high. Keep your shoulder back into the lunge. And done. Ready for the other side? Same thing. We're going to step back with the left leg. In 3, 2, 1, go. Step back. Eye knee extend. Make sure when you reach far, you don't need to bend a lot your back. So you should be able to reach without a big bend. Almost done, 10 seconds. Woo. 2, 1, down, good job. Next one, so we're going to use our yoga mat or our mat. A few points for this one. So we're going to place our both feet facing each other. So my knees are out like this. My hips are in external rotation. And here, I want to brace my ankle so it don't go too much in eversion. So even if there is a bend at your ankle, you want to have this engagement, not to stretch it too much as we do the exercise. Okay, so I'm pressing the side of my feet down to resist to this bend. Okay, so here first I'm going to do a glute bridge with my knees out. So for people who has lower back problem or back problem, you're only going to do this one. If your back is fine, you're going to have a crunch slowly in this position. So I'm not swinging. I'm really engaging slowly my core and up with the hips. Crunch. 1 minute 15 left. Find your pace. Think of your engagement, abs, glute. And always keep the engagement in the ankle. Less than a minute, 45 seconds. Go, go, go. Crunch, engage the glute. Keep your knee to the side. Twenty seconds. Almost done, 10 seconds. And done. Good job. Perfect. For next one, if you have bands or weight, you're gonna need it. If you don't have some, that's okay. You're gonna work more on your balance. Okay? So it's gonna be an arabesque. So I'm gonna place, if I have a band, one band under one foot, and I'm gonna use always my opposite arm to hold the band or to hold the weight. I'm gonna do a demo with the weight also. So with this kind of band, I can hold both, or I can hold only one because it's a circular one. So first you're gonna bend and grab the elastic close to your foot. And after you're gonna stand to have the tension standing. So here, I want to balance first on the foot on the bed. I want to hinge to go into a single deadlift with straight leg and pull here and come back up. And then you can adjust the tension that you want to have. You can also hold something to find your balance here. If you're using a weight, it's going to be the same. Opposite hands with the leg. Pull, come back. Pull, come back. As I go up, I really want to engage this glute. Okay? So if you don't have any weight, just do the movement in the air, pull, and come back. We're going to do a minute per side. And I'm going to demo with the band. So be ready. 1 minute per side. In 3, 2, 1, go. Make sure you press your foot into the floor. Imagine you have 4 points under your foot, one at the base of your big toe, one at the base of your tiny toe, inside the heel and outside of the heel, and try to press all that 4 points of contact with the floor to help with your balance. Twenty seconds left. Keep your hips level. Keep going. And switch side. Other leg. In 3, 2, 1, go. Same thing. Hinge and pull. Come back up. Engage your glute. Pull. Glute. If you're having trouble with your balance, you can always reset with the foot back and after go. Reset. find your balance. Good job, keep going. When you pull, try to have your elbow close to your waist. Keep going, a few seconds. And done. Good job. Perfect. Next one is going to be a lateral plank. So you're going to need your yoga mat again. So I'm going to be on my elbow first. Since it's a minute each side, I really recommend you to do it on your knees, but it's going to be also possible on the feet. So if you really want to try it on the feet, do what you can, and after come back on your knees. So I'm going to start having my hips forward a bit. My hips is down. So I want to raise the hip first. Make sure your shoulders stay stacked on top of your elbow. Lift the leg, abduction of the hip, and high knee touch with your hand. Back, legs together, and hips down. So hips, knee, high knee. Okay, so we're going to do this in control for a minute each side. So be ready in 3, 2, 1, go. So hips first, knees, high knee, touch your high knee. And high knee. Raise the higher you can. When you do your high knee, make sure that your hips stay stacked on top of each other. And hips down. Up, high knee. 20 seconds left. High knee. Knees together. Hip down. High knee. Almost done. Keep going. And done. Switch sides. Same thing. In 3, 2, 1. Go. Hips first. Lift the knee. High knee. Hips, knee, high knee. Keep going. Push down with your elbow to protect your shoulder. Half done. Keep going. 15 seconds. Go, go, go. Make sure your hips stay pushed forward. And done. Good. Perfect. Next one. So I'm going to start in a half bend in the knee in a lunge position. So I'm going to do it very slow so you can see exactly what I want. So kind of a wide stand. Bending halfway, so that's the first level. So I'm going to pivot only the back leg the more I can, keeping my hips at the same height. So when I'm externally rotate the more that I can, I want to pivot to face the other direction and extend my leg. So again, bend, external, internal, extend. Bend, external, internal, extend. I'm always on my toes, okay? The only moment that I can be on my heel is when I extend my leg for the front leg. So when I bend, my pivot is always on my toes. Extend, I can touch this heel on the floor. So for this one, we're gonna do 2 minutes. If you go deeper into lunge, it's gonna be harder for sure. Make sure when you do your pivot, you're keeping the hip at the same height. So be ready. In 3, 2, 1, go. Bend on your toes and rotate, extend. Bend, externally rotate, try to keep your shoulder back, find your balance here, extend. So we're working also the balance at the same time. Try to open the more you can your knees out before you go in internal rotation. If your feet slide a bit more wide, you can always reset your feet. Keep going, take your time. Think of the movement, shoulder back, external rotation, internal rotation, and extend. Seconds left, almost done. Keep going. And done. Good. And we're going to finish with a hamstring stretch. So if you have a weight, you can keep it close to you. If you have something that you can elevate your feet, keep it close also. And for me, I'm going to use a bench. So if you are very mobile with your hamstring, you may want to step on a chair also. Okay, so test if you need to have your feet elevated. If you can touch the floor with your both palms, you need to be elevated. If you're not touching, you can stay directly on the floor. Okay? So keep your weight close to you. So I'm going to step up on my bench. Good. So I'm bending forward. I have my feet parallel to start, and my toes, if you're stepping on something, are just at the end. Okay? So here I'm going to start with a straight spine, and I'm going to exhale, round my spine, and reach the farther I can. Straight spine. And exhale, again, let the arms fall. One last time, straight. And relax, round back. Perfect. We're going to replace the feet to be in internal rotation, sorry. So my heels are apart and my big toes are together. So here, same thing, both legs extended, straight you to do it without a weight. If you're free of injury, you can go with a light weight. So for me, I have a 10 pound. So I'm going to show the move before without any weight. So I'm reaching the farther I can. I'm activating my abs and my quad to reach the farther I can. And here, I want to keep my hands close to me, have a little pressure on my leg, and engage my core. Go all the way down, try to reach the farther you can, and engage. So I'm engaging my glutes and my hamstring as I go up, and then I want to relax my hamstring and try to reach far using my abs. If you're okay with that, use the dumbbell to help you to reach far. Engage the glute and the hamstring. Keep the weight super close of you and go down. We're going to move 5 times in this pose. Reach far. Engage the glute, the hamstring. Keep the weight close. Let the weight do the job. Stretch here. Up. 2 more times. And up. 1 last time. Reach far. And up. Good job. Put the weight to the side and slowly walk up. Perfect. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the class and you learned some new moves. If you want to send us a video of you doing the training, please use the 2 hashtags. So it's going to be, you can see them in the post. So it's going to be hashtag CAF PSP Fitness or hashtag CPP SPFAC. So I hope you're having a great day, everybody. See you soon. Bye-bye.